say to me in Bowers Game
Hey there,
Corner.
YouTube. Welcome back to Listen to the Rules. And today I'm going to be reading the rules to 5 Alive. This is for ages 8+. It's for 2 to 6 players. The object of the game is to avoid going over 21. Each time you do, you must flip an Alive card. Once you flip all 5 of your Alive cards, you're out. The last player standing wins. So there's 108 cards in this game. Now, get ready. Step 1. Place one set of Alive cards in front of each player and set aside any unused Alive cards. Step 2. Shuffle the deck, then deal 10 cards to each player. It's okay to look at your own cards, but don't let anyone else peek. Step 3. Place the remainder of the deck face down in the center of the table. Let's play. The player who's been alive the longest goes first. Start by placing one of your cards face up next to the deck. This is the discard pile. Play then continues clockwise, and players take turns playing a card on the pile, trying not to go over 21. On your turn, place a card on the discard pile. Now, if it's a number, add it to the running total and say the sum aloud. If the running total remains under 21, your turn is over. You stayed alive. If it's a wild card, follow the instructions for that card. See the wild cards. If you can only play a number card that takes you over 21, don't play the card. You must instead flip over one of your alive cards. The running total resets to 0, and all players continue to play from their hand. The next player starts play again with a new card from their hand. If it's your last card, the hand is over. All other players must flip over an alive card. The deck is reshuffled and a new hand begins. Now we'll discuss the wild cards. A wild card is a great way to avoid losing a life. They can be played at any time, not just when the total reaches 21. So first we have the blue draw 1. All other players pick up one card from the draw pile. The total doesn't change. Next we have the lighter blue draw 2. All other players pick up 2 cards from the draw pile. The total doesn't change. We have the orange pass me by. Play passes to the next player in rotation. The total doesn't change. Next we have the purple reverse. Play now proceeds in the opposite direction. If only 2 players are left, this counts as a pass me by card. The total doesn't change. Next we have the pink skip. The next player is skipped. If only 2 players are left, the one who played the card gets another turn. The total doesn't change. Next we have a purple equals 21. Automatically bring the total to 21. Can be played when the score is already 21 to avoid going over. Next we have the blue equals 10. Bring the running total to 10. We have the green equals 0. Brings the running total to 0. We have the pink redeal. All players hand their cards to whomever played this card. That player then shuffles all the hands together, including their own, and deals them again, starting with the player to their left. Do not include the draw pile or the discards. The running total resets to 0, and play continues as normal. If this card is played as the last card in someone's hand, the round is over. Last, we have the bomb. All their players must immediately discard a 0. If they can't, they must flip an alive card. The running total resets to 0. Note: other wild cards with the value of 0 cannot be substituted. Now, how do you win? Be the last player with an alive card that's still face up. Players who have flipped all of their alive cards are eliminated until there's only one player left. For a quicker game, try the alternate sudden death ending. In this version, the game ends as soon as one player flips over all 5 of their alive cards, and the player with the most unflipped alive cards remaining is the winner. If there's a tie, the tied players add up the value of the number cards in their hand, and the player with the lowest total wins. For groups of 4 to 6 players, try the alternate team game. First, divide into 2 teams, with team members sitting alternately around the table. Next, each player gets 10 cards, but the team uses only one set of alive cards. Next, all wild cards operate as before. For example, when playing the bomb, your team might flip several alive cards if the players don't have a 0. When someone plays their last card, the opposite team loses only 1 life. Play continues as normal until a team flips all alive cards. And that's how you're going to play 5 Alive. If this helped you out, please consider subscribing or consider supporting the Patreon, but go have some fun and thanks for your time. This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.